Hey guys, my name is GameTime210 and this is my first ever video. Today I'm on Scratch and I'm going to show you how to create a calculator. I have one right here. Link will be in the description so you can check it out for yourself. This is a fully working calculator. Watch this. So you have two buttons right here. You can select. Say you want to say you don't know what 2 plus 2 equals. I don't know how you wouldn't know that, but you select the first number. It asks for a first number, which is 2. Then it asks for a second number, which is like the number that you're adding onto it, which is another 2. And then you want to multiply, divide, add, or subtract. You just put in a plus, enter, and you get your answer. And the best thing is it clears every time you want to do math, so that way it won't be in the way. So, yeah. Okay, good. I just want to make sure I was recording. Anyways, so say you want to, so another example, it also works for subtraction. So say you want to know the answer to 7 minus 4. You can just do that. You get 3. Or maybe you even want to multiply. And it works for big number. It works for really big numbers as well. So let's say 12 times 12. And then you just put in a asterisk, as you can see right there. So you put that in there. And you get 144. As well as division, which I'm sure you know where this is going by now. So let's say 19 divided by 19, which is a slash. So you're going to need to put in the slash like that, like so. Enter, you get 1. Now here's something you might not all know, but the square root of a number. Google it up. It's a mathematical term, and it's so complex I can't even explain it. So square root of, let's say, 64. You get 8. Now I'm not a maths expert, so I really don't know how this works, but I think the best I can explain it is, I can't even explain it. Whatever you get if you divide the number you ask by 2, I believe. If you put in 4, yeah, you get 2. So yeah. Now I'm gonna show you the scripts. Is 7 scripts, 2 sprites, which are just these buttons. And this may be the hardest script, but don't worry, I got you. So let's get to the tutorial. I'm trying to. So once you start up a fresh new project, just go to File and select New. And you're going to call this project, you can call it whatever you want. I'm just saying. If you're following my tutorial, call it a calculator. Calculator. And then, so I'm just gonna. There we go. I just had to. Okay, anyways, delete the scratch cat. You're going to want to create a new list, which a list is basically what stores a lot of variables. If you don't know what I'm saying, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain it. I'll explain it later. But so this is going to be our actual calculator. So we do that. And just make it big like this. And then you want to create 2 buttons. So just make one button like this. It needs to be a little bit lighter. Just do that. And then you just shorten that. Duplicate it, which means to make another one of. Actually, no, I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, my bad. I'm such a noob. No, not really. Duplicate, and then you just put whatever color you want to show that you're selecting it. And I kind of did this the wrong way, but it's close enough. So you could do math, and then math. Math. So then once you cover over that, and then we're gonna make a and then we're gonna make a script that allows us to when you hover over that, it will act like you're clicking. So you're gonna start off with when green flag clicked, forever, and then next you want if then else, which are one of these boxes. If touching mouse pointer, put that in there. If touching mouse pointer, then then switch costume to costume 2. And then else means the opposite of that, so we switch that to costume 1. There we go. So then when you can see when we go into play mode, if you hover over it, it changes the costume, which is what we want. Then we just do the same thing for square root. And once again, square root is completely optional. Just so you know. Before you go into confusion like, I don't know square root. So just put this in here. Like so. And then bam, 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 bam. Square root. So, and then since we duplicated it, it should have the same script as this. So there we go. As you can see. If you did it correctly, this is what you should have right now. Okay, next. Okay, sorry for the long break. Next up, we try to give these buttons meaning. So let's work on the calculator, and then we'll work on these later. Actually, yeah. So then now you want a when I receive, starting up there, when I receive math, then this is what you're, and then we're going to create a variable, and this is what you're going to type in. First number. So then that way, when you can type in when we actually get to work on the program, you can, when you type in the first number, it will set this variable to that number you typed in. Okay, so then ask first number and wait, put that in there. And then set first number to answer. Like so. So then it will set that, and then you basically do this process again second number. But for second number, so then you just make another variable saying second number. Okay, disable that. Set that to answer. Almost said 0, bad. And then now ask, do you want to divide? Do you want to divide? And then put in parentheses slash, because that's what you can either type in divide or slash. Multiply. Which is an asterisk, which is that little star, just in case you're wondering. Add. Or subtract. Or as we all know as take away. Okay, so then you do forever, and then you take out 4 if-thens. Now, this is where it seems to be long, but don't worry, it's actually pretty easy. You're going to you're going to do equals, 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 and equals. If answer, and then put, oh yeah, my bad, sorry, I'm supposed to do this. And then just do this. So you can just do duplicate, 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 and duplicate. So just add all that. So just add all that in. Pause the video if you need to. And then you want to do if answer. Just do this for all of them. Basically what this does, it's saying if the answer, let's just say for the first one it's divide. If it's what we're going to put in there, if the answer, it's basically saying if the answer is divide or slash, if the answer equals divide or the answer equals slash, then, and then whatever you put into those boxes, whatever you put into these boxes right here, it will do that if it meets this criteria. So don't mistake or for and. I did that before, and it was wrong. So now we want to divide or multiply, and just do this for all of them. So as you can see, I have added multiply and add and subtract. So now what you want to do, we're gonna have to get some scratch blocks like this. And so basically just add these in. I'll say what to do with them. Let's just get rid of this very quick. Like that. Okay, so now when you add thing, what you do, you take these blocks right here. I'll just take them out just so then you know. As you can see, they're the exact symbols that we use. So we got a plus, a minus, a multiply, and a divide. What you want to do, you put the divide in the division, the multiply in the multiplication, the addition in the addition, obviously, and then the subtraction in the subtraction. And then what you want to do with these, you take your first number and second number variables, put this in here, like so. So, I just screwed up. Okay, so put this in here. And then, so then your first number minus your second number, it will just basically add that onto here. So then you basically have your calculator. So if you just go through it, you click your math. Maybe. Oh yeah. Wow. You have to, and you remember that we said in this we said when I receive math, but we don't have a broadcast. Well, that's about to change. You put in this sprite clicked, say broadcast math. So then now, once you click this, it should be able to do that. So let's just say 6. Add them together. Get. Oh yeah, ha 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 ha. I said forever. Whoops. Okay, anyways, let's try that again. Clear. Delete. This is how you do it. Just delete all of that. And then when this clicked, you just delete. So then that way it basically clears all of it. And then we get this. Math. 6. Plus. So see, you get that right there. But then if you click it again, you get, yeah. So, now you got yourself a working calendar. Congratulations. But we're not done yet. Now you want to go over here. This is slightly simpler though, don't you worry. Okay, so now you want to, when the sprite clicked, broadcast, maybe, square root. So what we're going to do is when you type in a number in square root mode, it's going to calculate the square root of the number you typed in, if that makes any sense. So, now you want to, when I receive square root, delete all of calculator. And that way it just clears it all up when you click that as well. Then you're going to ask, what is the number, actually no, calculate square root 4. And then we create another variable saying square root. So then what you do, you uncheck that, set square root to answer. And then add the add thing to calculator. But we're going to change that thing to square root, see, at square root, SQRT, of square root. If that makes any sense. So this is what your code should look like. I'll just, there you go. And now we should have a working calculator. So say math, for example. So like 2 plus, you get 4. But then when you do square root of 64, for example, you get 8. And that's all there really is to this very simple calculator. I'll leave a link to the calculator I published on Scratch in the description. Please go check that out. Follow me on Scratch, as well as like the project, as well as favorite it. And then here on YouTube land, however, please subscribe to me and like this video. So then tell me that I'm doing well, and if you want to, leave some feedback and tell me how I did for a first video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.